All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm GT, and you've tuned into the State of the Game podcast. It is July 14th, 2025, and it's been an electric weekend across sports, entertainment, culture, and today we've got a jam-packed episode for you, man. From farewell matches to celebrity slip-ups to music reunions and surprising trends, we're covering all today. Let's dive in. And remember to keep it copacetic in the comments as you listen to the commentary. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, y'all. To God be the glory at all times. All right, y'all, let's get it. All right, so this episode, we're going to touch on one of my first loves, which happens to be pro wrestling. This weekend in wrestling was monumental, man. The WWE held its Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, and one major takeaway was Gunther defending his world heavyweight title in what proved to be Goldberg's retirement match. It was an emotional night as the legendary Goldberg took his final bow, succumbing to the reigning champion Gunther, but leaving the ring with a legacy cemented. Okay, fans and fellow wrestlers honored him for an iconic career that helped shape modern pro wrestling. Okay, also at Saturday night's main event, Randy Orton defeated Drew McIntyre in a heated opening match, made more memorable by a surprise appearance from country rap star Jelly Roll, who added his presence along ringside. Okay, WWE continues to blend unexpected celebrity cameos into its storytelling, and what that does is that creates a crossover appeal that keeps audiences guessing. Meanwhile, over at WWE Evolution, the spotlight was all on the women. Tiffany Stratton defeated the legendary Trish Stratus in a passing of the torch type of moment, while Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez retained their tag titles in a wild fatal four-way match. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Saturday night's main event. Shout out to Seth Rollins. He came down kind of weird and kind of awkward on his knee, and it doesn't look too good for him right now. But shout out to him. Hopefully he gets better soon. At first, everybody thought it was storyline and things of that nature, but apparently it was a real thing. So shout out to him. Hope he gets better soon. Hate the way that basically kills his storyline, but you know, it is what it is. He'll get better. He'll shake back like he always does, and that'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? Get well soon, Seth. It was a weekend that celebrated both legacy and the rise of new talent, giving fans a glimpse into WWE's future. Okay. Switching gears to celebrity sports, NFL star Travis Kelce, he made headlines at a celebrity golf tournament in Lake Tahoe. But it wasn't for his golf swing. Apparently, he hit a fan in the neck with a tee shot. I wonder if he screamed for it. But anyway, thankfully, the fan wasn't injured and even walked away with a photo and autograph from Kelce himself. Okay, so that was pretty cool. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end took the incident in stride, flashing his signature charm and reminding us that sports stars, even in charity events, can't avoid the occasional oops moment. All right, they're still human, people. All right. In a more serious sports media conversation, The Guardian published an in-depth analysis on the rise of sports bros, quote unquote, like Pat McAfee. Commentators who blend athletic coverage with bold and sometimes controversial populist commentary. As ESPN and other platforms lean into these personalities who draw massive online engagement, there's concern that thoughtful, nuanced sports journalism is getting drowned out by hot takes and shock value. Okay? It's a discussion worth having, especially as media platforms balance reach with responsibility. Now, the thing about that, we've reached a point in 2025, especially when you deal with the online presence and social media and things like that, where any publicity is viewed as good publicity. So they tend to lean now more towards those individuals, those entities that pretty much bring, like I said, the shock value, and that translates into ratings. Okay, so as long as the truth gets put out there, that's the main thing. We got to keep focus on what's the truth out there, right? And now to the story that's lit up the music world. The long-awaited Clipse reunion album has officially dropped, and it's already being hailed as one of the year's most important hip-hop projects. Titled "Let God Sort 'Em Out," the album reunites Pusha T and No Malice after more than a decade. It's entirely produced by Pharrell Williams, Skateboard Pete, and it features heavyweight appearances from Kendrick Lamar, Nas, John Legend, as well as Tyler, the Creator. But this isn't just a nostalgic comeback, all right? It's a lyrical deep dive into grief, legacy, redemption, and raw storytelling on the likes we haven't seen in a long time, okay? On tracks like Birds Don't Sing, they reflect on the personal pain of losing their parents. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm not gonna lie. That song in particular brought me right back to December 23rd, 2015. That was when I lost my dad, and yes, please believe it, real tears were shared when I heard that song, man. I mean, for it to be the first song on the album too, it was crazy. On So Be It, Pusha T delivers one of his sharpest verses in years, while Malice reminds us why his pen is still powerful. As a matter of fact, Malice was a standout on this album, man. He really, really went in. He went in real tough on this album. Chandeliers with Nas and POV with Tyler, the Creator, which is probably one of my favorite verses on the album as well, were also big standouts on this project. Okay. After switching from Def Jam to Rock Nation, the duo insisted on full creative control. That's a big deal, especially nowadays. Even ensuring Kendrick Lamar's feature remained untouched. Okay, that's a big one. All right. For longtime fans and new listeners alike, the Clipse album marks a cultural reset. Grown man rap that's unfiltered, emotionally layered, and musically rich. Okay. All too often we heard a lot of chopping, and just everybody's trying to go super fast on their songs, and none of that happened on this album, man. They kept it real simple and it got right to the point. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic at Wimbledon, the main headlines were about the men's final between Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. But something unusual was happening outside the gates, and that's pickleball. Crazy enough. That's right. The hybrid sport is booming in the UK, man. Hundreds showed up to try it at nearby parks, and now local clubs are scrambling to balance demand for both tennis and pickleball court time. Okay? What has started as a casual hobby has now become a global movement. Go figure. With its mix of accessibility and competition, pickleball may just be the next big thing in grassroots sports. Okay? And as always, we cannot wrap up the episode without touching on the ever-evolving world of entertainment events. Good, bad, indifferent, ugly, you name it. So the 2025 ESPYs are coming up fast. And it was just announced that comedian Shane Gillis will host the event on July 18th. So, known for his edgy humor and viral stand-up clips, Gillis is stepping into a role previously held by icons like Serena Williams and Peyton Manning. It's a sign that the ESPYs are leaning more into unconventional comedic energy this year, one that will likely draw big numbers and bigger reactions. Just like I said before, controversy creates cash. That's the new standard. Okay. Any publicity is good publicity at this point in time, man. And that's just they're trying to get ratings as much as they can. So that's just what it is, and that's how it's gonna be pretty much moving forward. All right. So what ties all of this together? It's the reminder that sports, music, and culture are not siloed anymore. Okay, they're converging. Right? Whether it's a hip-hop group using their platform to wrestle with real-life pain, or a wrestling match that doubles as a farewell tribute, or an NFL star causing headlines at a golf tournament, this weekend showed us how interconnected these worlds really are. All right? In the end, the stories we follow, whether they come from the court, the ring, the stage, or even the studio, are all about people rising, people retiring, people reuniting, and sometimes stumbling in front of us in front of the whole world to see. That's what makes culture and sports and entertainment so dynamic. It's alive, it's real, and it's always changing. Okay? So, that being said, thanks to you guys for tuning in to the State of the Game podcast. If this episode gave you something to think about, share it with someone, leave a review, and subscribe for more weekly breakdowns on sports, entertainment, and culture. Until next time, stay aware, stay inspired, and stay connected. All right. Also, before I leave, I'm thinking about doing a live stream for the Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez fight. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I think I wanna go into that realm, and I'm gonna be watching it anyway, so might as well, you know what I'm saying, partake with you guys and just view it together, you know what I'm saying, as a community. Speaking of which, the numbers are growing and growing and growing and growing, and man, I did not expect this. I really didn't. Shout out to you guys. I deeply appreciate you guys, man. I don't want to give the numbers just yet. I wanna just touch on the milestones as they come, and that way, you don't have to, hear that much about it. But I just like to keep it pushing, keep it moving forward. But yes, we are growing. Yes, the channel is growing. Yes, the support is reaching astronomical levels. And I thank you guys so much for all of your support, all of your views, all of your comments. You guys are what makes this thing move. And like I said, I deeply appreciate you guys, man. Until next time, this is GT. This has been the State of the Game Podcast. Once again, always remember, to God be the glory at all times. And like, share, and subscribe, man. All right, y'all. Peace out.